Okay, let's have a look at Bitcoin. It's been a while since I got into this. I did talk about it during the lecture when we went over a particular area, and so far it's played out. The idea has been that so long as the area here from February holds on a correction within this wedge, we had a bullish setup. So I'm updating now because there is some evidence that the first part of an impulsive wave is in the process of finishing, and we can then look for a correction, and if that appears, there should from there be a bullish setup to move up higher from here. Now the violation on this idea will be the last low in April, at the beginning of April. So to go over the count on the 4 hour, there's some evidence that it could be in now. Let me just take it as from this level. So to go over 5 waves in Elliott Wave language: wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. 3-wave correction here for wave 4, and I can count 5 waves here if it does not move higher. So that can be a 5-wave impulsive advance, and the key here is going to be to see a correction for a buy setup. Now, in Bitcoin, they tend to appear in a number of ways. This was one. That's a clear 3-wave decline. This another. That's even clearer. Each one had reversal candles at the end for the setup. They appear in many different ways. I mean, traditional ones, if you look at the daily. Earlier this year, there was one like that. And many back here, I went over these, well, I went over 2 or 3, I think, in the lecture. But they appear sometimes sharp, sometimes sideways to down, flag-like. And if you do see one over the next, who knows how long, but if one appears from here, there will be a buy setup because it's looking like this has the chance to further make an advance back up towards this level, towards 11,000 and change. First, we'll need to see it break down a bit from here. And we'll need to see a corrective pattern, and that will then offer another buy opportunity. Overall, I think it is probably in a corrective move higher for another decline. But for now, the trend is up. The short-term trend is up. What you have here is a 3-wave correction. You can work this as the first part of an advance here. A corrective decline. And if we can see something like this, we have the chance to move up back towards 12,000. So the information will start to come in on how it declines. And from then we can process it and look for setups to the upside. I do think overall later on, this will end up looking to move lower, but perhaps not at this stage. I like it to the upside. Nas covers this very well. The guy I did the lecture with, Financial Freedom. He is an excellent analyst of Bitcoin and crypto. So have a look at his channel if you're interested in more details about this. I think he is right in his analysis that it will further come to the downside later on, and a target I've talked about in the talk, I was talking about a level towards 4,000. But for now, it's holding within this range. If we look at the monthly candle in February, it was a hammer. And we want to see how, so far it held within that, it closed within the range. And now we're looking at a move up. On the weekly chart, the stochastics have reset back to the 20 line, which is a positive sign with a small impulsive advance. So let's see if we can find a corrective decline from there. It's still trending down on the monthly, and I think probably later in the year, if this idea does work out, we may see something like this later in the year. But it's a thought without being a forecast, because I want to see local price action overall. So bulls have a chance to extend here on a corrective decline and look for that to emerge overall. It's been quiet going so far, but effective going. So we'll see if this can continue higher. All right, cheers.